Takes place amid tight security. However, protesters managed to breach security to set up remote-controlled cameras at the venue. They are controlled by a mobile phone and are designed to project anti-G20 slogans and images on surfaces like the walls of nearby buildings. President Jacob Zuma is leading a delegation of ministers, officials and business people. South Africa is the only African country present at the summit. It's pledged to put the interest of the continent first.
We will be focusing on development of new measures to specifically raise global growth by implementing policies aimed at lifting G20 members collectively's GDP by more than 2% over the next coming 5 years.
I personally think the G20 could perhaps benefit from a more diverse African voice, bringing in countries like Nigeria and also just having informal negotiations with countries like Kenya and Tanzania, who are leaders in their region. But for now, South Africa has a very strong role to play, and I think it does make a very strong effort to represent the African voice in the G20.
The summit will focus on growth, financial rebalancing, investment, infrastructure, employment and labor mobility.
Together, G20 member countries have agreed to take concrete actions to promote collective growth ambitions, including the increase in investments in infrastructure, lift employment and participation in labor markets, and enhance trade, in addition to macroeconomic policy coordination.
But even the issue of growing inequality may be overlooked. Australia is reportedly reluctant to place the matter before the leaders, even though both the IMF and the World Bank have voiced their concern on the matter.
The Australian government, who has the presidency of the G20, is very conservative and doesn't really like to speak about inequality issues, which is a bit unfortunate because it's a massive and very important issue around the world right now.
The summit also gives BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, an opportunity to meet on the sidelines. They will most probably discuss the progress made, especially on the establishment of the BRICS Development Bank. There are concerns that the Russian President Vladimir Putin will attend the G20 Leaders Summit, this following the Malaysian air crash in which 298 people died, 38 of them Australians, and Russia's involvement in Ukraine. However, some political commentators are of the view that there won't be any hype around this, as half of the leaders would not be interested. Lehana Tsotetsi, SABC News, Brisbane, Australia.